Alright, this is a product review of the Bob Dummy versus the Heavy Bag. Alright, so in my opinion, the Heavy Bag is a lot better. It just cannot be replaced by the Bob Dummy. It just can't be. But the only problem with the Heavy Bag is you gotta hang it onto the ceiling. You gotta find a stud. It's gotta be secured. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work. The thing about the Heavy Bag, usually Heavy Bags are about 100 pounds. So you got all this weight that's coming down that gives great resistance for punches and kicks and all of that. So if you notice, when I'm punching this, it gives me some sort of resistance. Alright? See that? But the problem with the Bob Dummy is it doesn't provide that. Bob Dummy has all of this weight on the base. Supposedly this thing weighs 270 pounds when you fill it up with water. But all the weight is on the base, and you're not hitting the base. You're only hitting this part here. So it's just like this plastic piece right here that you're hitting. And once you see me hitting it, there's really not much that it, it's not much that it gives, not much resistance basically, especially up top. Especially up to where the head is. When you're punching over here, there's like nothing. Okay, you see me punching his face. There's really nothing up there that is giving you anything coming back. That's really giving your punch something solid. If anything over here, it's better to punch down here. Because at least you get a little bit. Okay. And then this one is just so much more solid throughout. I mean, it just feels so much better. And even the fist hitting the leather, it feels really good, and it really helps build the fist to get stronger when you're hitting leather. But when you're hitting this thing with the fist, the material, it doesn't feel nearly as good on the fist. All right. But the nice thing about the Bob Dummy is that you don't really need somebody to hold it. Like if it kind of it stays there, kind of rocks around, you kind of move it back and forth. I would say that this is the best freestanding bag that you could get. I've tried those Wave Masters and stuff like that before. That stuff is a waste of money. I don't recommend it at all. But this, if you have to get a freestanding bag, this is probably one of the best ones you can get. They got this version, and then they got an extra large version where there's more on the lower part. I've tried the extra large one too, and I mean the extra large one is good. The extra large one might cost like $400, $450. This one might cost about $300 or $280. It's a lot more expensive. The Heavy Bag right here, you could get one for $100 or sometimes even less. It's just the problem is just basically finding somewhere to hang it. Okay. The nice thing about this one is there's this target points for precision training. You can work on eye jabs, work on throat strikes. You can even take the guy off and just work like ground techniques with them if you wanted to. Like you just take them off like this. You can work on ground techniques. You can work on choking techniques with them. Get a hold of this head like this and work on some choking techniques. I mean, it's a good product. It just costs more money, and then like I said, it's not really going to give you the type of resistance that you're going to feel in the Heavy Bag. The Heavy Bag just gives you that nice resistance. And if you got the Heavy Bag, you don't really need this guy anymore. Because nice thing about the precision training, I guess it's kind of good for kicks sometimes. Kicking him in the head, in the neck. You can raise him higher and lower, which is nice. The heavy bag, you don't gotta worry about that. It's already at a very high position, so you challenge your high kicks by kicking high. But yeah, you know, if you do a side kick on this thing, it's just gonna fall over. Do front kicks, thrust kicks, it's gonna fall over. Some people can even punch them over. So, but like I said, it's the best freestanding bag that you can get. But in my opinion, the heavy bag is better. You know, you can see, you know, like I can kick this thing. It's not gonna have a problem. And then even when it rocks back, when it comes back towards you, then it gives you even more resistance. So you come over here, you do a punch, you know, rock it, and give more resistance as it's coming back to you. But this, you're not gonna get that, not at all. You know, if I kick this guy, it's gonna fall over. Watch, kick right here. You know, not even have to kick him that hard. So, my opinion, if you can, get the heavy bag. If you can't, then you might have to settle for the Bob dummy. But focus mitts, if you got somebody that knows how to hold focus mitts, it's gonna be better than the Bob dummy. You know, and it's probably even better than the heavy bag. But then you gotta get somebody that knows what they're doing. And in addition, it's kind of wasting his time holding the mitts because he's not even working out himself. So it's kind of harder to find somebody that's going to be holding the mitts. So a lot of times we're stuck with either this or that. But the best one by far is the wooden dummy. I'll talk about that one later.